I wake up, I'm lying in bed. I twist up a fat one to fuck up my head to get baked. Totally baked.
My life has been so perfect that 9 months in jail for rest and rehabilitation and actually study, because I got to study, the other side. How many people, like Tarantino, I met Tarantino and he was kind of envious of me, because I got to really do the shit, And not many people get that chance, to do it in an honorable way, where I'm not in there like Jerry Sandusky, I'm in there for a bomb, right? How noble can that be? Right. And then 9 months, and was all oppressed. It reinvigorated my career like crazy. Put me to another level.
Yeah. Totally, baby.
It was a musician that got me smoking pot. It was a Chinese bass player. He handed me a marijuana cigarette and a Lenny Bruce album.
Wow. That's a hell of a combo, right?
And he said, have fun. and I took the joint, and I didn't light it. I put it in my pocket. Then he looked at me like, oh, you're not going to light it? And I go, okay. So he lit another joint, fired it up, and he got me high for the first time. Then he put on a jazz record, Ornette Coleman, Lonely Woman. I'll never forget it, man. I sat there and I visualized a lonely woman in a hotel room and just looking out the window, and all from the music. The story came to me. I understand exactly what Ornette Coleman was saying musically. This is the end of the day. Regardless of what time it is.
Martini shot.
I think basketball probably got the biggest, because it's a finesse sport, Mm-hmm. And I know because every time I go to a game, all the players know who I am. I'm like a walking drug test. Yeah, the pot, man, it's magical. It brings you into a whole different realm of existence. Thing of being a pothead. We gravitate toward nice people,
nice weather,
and
good music,
and comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's better than making a living laughing?
I don't know.
I can't find
nothing. Because it's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but that's all I can find.
I'm not a fake. Let's go eat some cake. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mark Cohen.
When I wake up, lying in bed, twist up a fat one to fuck up my head to get baked. Totally baked. Sometimes it's brown, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's gold with red hairs in between. When I'm baked, totally baked. I just made an omelet of cheese and Vaseline, threw in some salt and a dash of mean green to get baked. Totally baked. I got me a bong, I take where I go. It's a big old 10-footer that I carved with my toe to get baked. Totally baked. You know I smoke pot, it's all over town. Even my dealer says I should slow down. I'm too big. I'm totally big. I'm always big. I'm not a fake. Let's go eat some cake. Thank you. Oh my God, Shelby Chong, everybody. Tommy Chong.
Let's hear from Mark. Let's hear one more time for Mark. No, I love pot. I think it's the best thing in the world, right? Pot makes everything better. Food tastes better. I mean, you can eat anything when you're stoned. Sex is better, right? You can fuck anything when you're high. It's just the next morning you wake up and look over and go, Charlie Sheen? But my favorite stoner, other than Tommy Chong, is Michael Phelps. Right? I mean, come on, he is the greatest athlete in the world, and he gets busted with that big old bong. Don't you love that? And that proves to you that pot is good for you. We know that, though, right? And what was Kellogg's thinking, taking away a sponsorship? What do they think stoners eat at 2 a.m. in the morning? But I think I deserve an award because I've been married to Tommy Chong for over 30 years. And when we first met Cheech, we didn't even know what a Mexican was then. And then Tommy figured it out. He said, Shelby, it's like an Indian without a casino. But when we first met Cheech, he had short hair, you know, and he kind of looked like a cop. So Tommy gave him a drug test. In those days, the drug test was like, try this. And Cheech was like, sure, but you try this. So we did. Next thing I know, I'm looking at Cheech, and he starts laughing at me, and he's mocking me. Then he starts growing titties. I start freaking out. Tommy comes running over, what? I said, look at Cheech. Tommy goes, oh man, you're fucked up. You're looking in the mirror. Cheech had some good shit. And then they went down to LA and they did a little movie called Up in Smoke. You guys remember that? And they're gonna do another Cheech and Chong movie. Wouldn't that be cool? I told Tommy they should call it Grumpy Old Stoners. So I think I'm gonna bring Tommy Chong right out now. You guys ready for him? You ready for the Marisha Marijuana, the Pope of Dope? Let's stand up and give him a warm welcome, Mr. Tommy Chong.
You know I smoke pot, it's all over town. Even my dealer says I should slow down. I'm too big. We should only big. I'm always big. I'm not a
San Bernardino, yeah. San Bernardino. When I heard I was going to be in San Bernardino, I said, well, I better get my head together for this show. Then they told me that we go on last, so I mistimed my dope by a couple hours. Woo. Those brownies, man, you gotta be careful when you eat brownies, you know. Especially when they got that pot leaf sticker on them, you know. Because it shows you it's been made by a stoner. And stoners forget things, you know. They'll be making it, mixing it up. Did I put pot in? I better put more in there. Did I put pot in? Oh, I better put more in. One little corner will get you high for a week. So you take that one little corner, and what happens? Oh, now you're stoned and you're holding a brownie. Now your brain tells you, no. I got so stoned one time on brownies, man, I went shopping with my wife and I enjoyed it. That's fucked up, man. And I was supposed to do a show in jail, and just before the Christmas show, just before I'm to go on, I realized I'm in fucking jail. what am I doing? Why am I entertaining these people? If I say one thing wrong, they'll throw me in the hole.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
So fuck it. So I wouldn't do any comedy in jail. The only comedy I did in jail was when they were playing baseball. I'd heckle everybody. And I had seasoned cons come up to me. Don't call people pussies. Okay? Not here. You know, don't do that. Hey, hit it, you pussy. Anybody want to know what jail's like? It's like flying Delta. Same thing, you know, you go to the security and you got to spread your cheeks and they search you for all sorts of shit. But the weirdest thing with me, they put me in jail, then they made me take a drug education course. Oh, okay, I'll sign up for that. I ended up teaching it. Oh, they had it all screwed up, man. They're saying things like marijuana is a dangerous drug. And I had to tell them, I said, nope, marijuana is the friendliest drug you'll ever come across. It is. It's the only drug I know where you take a hit, your first impulse is to give it to somebody. That's friendly. I'll tell you a dangerous drug is cocaine. Cocaine's a dangerous drug because it makes the user think he knows what the fuck he's doing. And that can be dangerous, you know. And it makes you paranoid, too, you know, for no reason. Like Charlie Sheen's a really good example of it. You can see Charlie, oh, I know what they're doing. Oh, yeah, I'm on to their trip, boy. Yeah, they're trying to make me take $250,000 a week. Yeah, well, I'll fix that. $250,000. You know how much coke you can buy with $250,000? They're trying to kill me. But cocaine's a really insidious drug too, because the users, you know, where pot you share, cocaine, it's like, if you see your buddy, it's like. And then you come out after your little coke party, you know, you got shit all over your mustache and your nose, you know. And you freak them out and say, hey, man, oh. And then the user thinks he knows. He's like some kind of Don Juan all of a sudden, you know. Be leaning over chicks talking shit, you know, leaning, talking. And they always got that one rap, we got to do it. We got to do it. Man, we got to do it, man. We got to do it before someone else does it. Because if we don't do it, someone else is going to do it, then we won't be able to do it. So we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't realize that every time they breathe out, there's a big coke booger comes down. Now, they could be talking to a coke chick. She'll watch it for a while, and then she'll go, ding. So the message here, kids, is coke, no. Pot, yes. The only problem you have with pot, of course, is driving. And it's not you're dangerous, you know, because no one, I don't think, has ever been, you know, I've never heard of pot accidents, you know. Because pot drivers are way too careful. They know they got to drive, so when they get in the car, they're not really in a car, they're just examining things for the first time. And they notice things like there's no steering wheel. Oh, I'm in the back seat. Oh, okay. And then when they start up the car, well, first of all, they sit there for a long time, thinking it's just going to drive by itself, you know. Then you go, oh, key, right. Then you get your car started. Now, when you're driving, you're not driving, you're flying an airplane. Well, first of all, it takes you an hour to get out of traffic because you're looking for the right time. There could be a guy 5 miles down the road, but you're going to wait for that time. Because you're careful. Then when you do get out, oh, you stay between the lines. Stay between the lines. Oh, shit, I just went through a red light. But I'm between the lines. Yeah. And then you do stupid things like you sit at a stop sign and wait for the light to change. Huh? We've all done that. And you're sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting, and then the cops pull up alongside you. Oh, now you get that don't look at the cops stare. Then if you're really stoned, you try to get on stone. You peek, oh, now they're staring at you. But we're blessed with pot angels. Cocaine, they got the devils. But we, the potheads, we have our angels. I was sitting at a stop sign one time, and cops pull up, and I'm trying to look around my nose, you know, to see if they're there. And then for some reason, I noticed that there wasn't a light. I'm just sitting there. So I jammed on the gas, and halfway through the intersection, I jammed on the brake, thinking, what if I was wrong? That's when the pot angel took me out of the car and walked me around to the front of the car and opened the hood and made me look in like I had car trouble. Because when cops see you have car trouble, they don't want to have no part of you, boy. Get out of there. But I know pot is really good for you because my cat loves to get high. And cats are very, very fussy creatures, man. You know cats. They're like women. You know? Can't please them. My cat will cry to go outside, and I'll open the door, and he'll stand in the doorway and look outside like he's shopping. You know? And I'll tell him, do you want to go out or in? What are you doing? And he'll give me that fuck off look that women give you know that? But I've been around animals all my life, and I can read their minds. Oh, you want out, don't you? The first time I got him stoned, I didn't mean to. I just didn't see him in the room. And I didn't realize he was stoned until I watched him walk off a table. And he didn't land on his feet, no, boy. He took that one extra step and started clawing shit. Then he got hung up on one nail and he's hanging there. He's looking at me like, I'm okay. Then he got cottonmouth or something because he tried to walk toward me, kept backing up, you know. Then he comes up to me and goes, I thought I was going deaf. Fuck, are you meowing? Then I realized he's fucked up. So I give him a little kitty drug test. Yeah, I threw him at the curtains and he didn't stick. He's stoned, he's thinking, fuck, I'm flying, man. Now when I call him in from outside, I don't go kitty, 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 man. I just make it sound like a bong, you know? He hears that sound, he'll come running 50 miles away, man. Little tail in the air. Then he'll follow me around the rest of the night like a little cat junkie, you know? Come on, man, fire it up. Come on, I want to sit in the window and look at shit. Where did you start your comedy?
I started off in little bars in East LA. I'm Asian. I had to finish school first. I couldn't just say, I'm gonna do comedy. My mom said, oh no.
What Asian?
Filipino.
Filipino?
Yeah.
And what did they want you to do?
Be a nurse.
No, there is a good.
But I loved it, man. You were such a big influence to me, and just being Asian and Chong, you know what I mean?
I bet.
Yeah, and then smoking too, and I was like, look, we could do this. Like, I mean, there were no Asians out there, just you and Arnold from Happy Days.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? You know?
Us Latinos, they think I'm Chicano.
Right.
Even though this is Chong, you know, they think, man. I never knew how they met, my mom and dad, until my mom died and we were at the funeral, and my dad was upset. I took him for a drive, and you know, I said, how did you guys meet? And he told me the story. There's back in the day, they would stroll in the park, and the Chinese guys would hang out in one area, and all the white ladies, Ukrainians and housekeepers, basically, would stroll by the Chinese guys, because the Chinese guys had jobs and they had money, and so they would cruise by, and my dad spotted my mom. And
sweet, dude.
And my mom was 5'8", and my dad was 5'3".
Wow, see, that's badass. Yeah.
But I really screwed everything up, because when I got of age, I discovered black women.
Right.
You know, and so I brought my first black girlfriend home, and my dad pulled me in the kitchen. He goes, son, she's black.
Oh my God.
I said, Dad, you're Chinese.
Yeah, I know, but did you see her ass, man?
Because it's true. It's true. But my black wife and ex-wife, we get along fine.
That's Ray Don's mom?
Yeah, Ray Don's mom.
Oh, wow.
I do this bit by show, you know, that I got so black, man, I ended up marrying a white woman.
That's how it is. Full circle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a nice warm round of applause for Edwin San Juan.
What's up, San Bernardino? You guys good? All right. Hi. No, I'm high. I'm glad to be on the 420 show with Tommy Chong. It's a real honor for me. I'm really excited about it. Weed's harmless. Weed is cool. That's why I'm glad on the show. Every time I get high, it never fails. I end up at Jack in the Box. Right? Like 2:30 in the morning. We're here again. Oh, I'm by myself. Welcome to Jack in the Box. May I help you? Yeah, is Jack there? Jack's not here. May I take your order, please? Oh, you mean Jack's off? When's he coming? He's making secret sauce. That's when you gotta leave, right? Because they'll spit in your food. You gotta go to Wendy's. Is Wendy there? Okay, I went too far with that joke. The point I'm trying to make is you can't go too far with marijuana. You know what I'm saying? You can't overdose on marijuana. Believe me, I tried. You can't do it. It's impossible. You can smoke all the weed that you can smoke. You'll still wake up in the morning hungry. Right? I read an article in Time magazine, right? Time magazine. It said in order for a person to overdose on marijuana, they have to smoke 900 joints within 24 hours. Okay, look, you will die trying to roll 900 joints in 24 hours. Can you imagine they had to hire people to do that survey? That's the job I want to have, right? Just smoke weed all day? I'll be like, I'm early. Where do I go? That's your job. Smoke weed all day. 676. Or was that 767? Fuck it, start over. Can you imagine, right? At the 900 joint, you're like, dude, if I smoke this, I'll die. Fuck it, I'll just smoke half. Right? It's changed. Remember, weed was the gateway drug? Right? Now it's medicine for arthritis. You know what I mean? I smoke chronic because I have arthritis. And I have arthritis because I chronically masturbate. That's as far as my fingers go straight. I don't care as long as I can still... Everything's okay. I have the monkey's ass, you know what that is? It's when your ball right here and then there's hair everywhere else. And then you turn around, it looks like you have a monkey's ass on your head. It's fucked up. I look like an old man from the back. I can get senior citizen discounts at Sizzler. I just gotta walk in backwards.
You got the cheese toast. Cheese toast.
Excuse me, sir, can you turn around, please?
Yeah, but cheese toast.
That's an ugly face. I thought of that face when I was going to the bathroom at my friend's house. He had one of those doors with a mirror on the back. I was like, I'm gonna make millions. I had to go to DMV recently and renew my driver's license, right? So I had to take the written test over. I had to take the picture. I tried to take the picture, I tried to do the face. The lady got mad. We have to retake the photo. I was like, oh, I can't keep that one. This is not Disneyland. Then I thought about it for a second. You know, I could have took that picture. I could have pulled it off, you know what I mean? If I just would have committed, like from the very beginning. You know what I mean? Like if I would have walked into DMV, like, hello, I'm here for the driver's license. Take the number, okay, thank you. Just committed the whole time, you know what I'm saying? B as in Volkswagen. F as in Friday. The fuck is Friday? I'm 42 years old, I still live at home with my mom. I don't care though, it's okay, because my brother's 45 and he still lives there too. When he moves, then for sure I'll get the bigger bedroom. I don't mind being at home with my mom because I'm the youngest of four. You know, my older brothers and sisters are married already. They have kids. My family's a trip. You know, my oldest brother's married to a white girl. She's half English, half German. You know, my sister's married to an Afro-American. My brother's dating a Latina. My girlfriend's half Filipina, half Irish with a 16-year-old, half Samoan son. You understand what I'm saying? Holidays at my house is like United Nations. And it's good that I'm at home with my mom because she's getting old, you know, and she's in denial about it, you know. And she's starting to forget a lot of stuff, and I'm a pothead, so together that's not a good combination. I'm looking at her like, do I know you? She's looking at me, you look familiar. I love my mom, I tease my mom, but you know, I love my mom. She's my hero, you know. She's a beautiful person, beautiful woman. I tease her a lot, but she doesn't really have an accent, but when she gets angry, then her accent comes out. That's like all cultures, you know. I was on the phone with her the other day. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Oh, my God, that dog in the backyard. That fit bull. I'm gonna eat that dog, Edwin. Oh, yes, I'm going to eat him. You're gonna come home, you can find him. Where's my dog? I don't know, your dinner's getting cold. I had to say that because that's the one joke that messes me up all the time growing up being Filipinos. Every time I'll tell people I'm Filipino, the first thing they say, oh, Filipinos eat dogs. Okay, look, I only have one thing to say about that. It's not bad. You guys have been great. Thank you very much, San Bernardino. 420, Tommy Chong.
I've never smoked pot and went, man,
I used to
I
say
could use some coke right now.
it's more of a doorway drug. You get great ideas.
That's
But the minute you walk through that doorway, you can't remember shit.
Because that's really the only effect I have when I don't have weed is I can't sleep. Like that's what I love about pot, is that when you don't have it, you're not like, oh, God damn it. You're just like, all right, I'm really productive right now. Yeah, I got all my shit done, and it's not even noon yet. So one of the first times I ever got to feature on the road was For You in South Bend, Indiana. And Shelby was kind of on you about smoking at the time, so she would go on stage, and you would fill a bong with Coors Light, and we would do bong rips. And then after the show, this guy pulled up in a limo and pulled out to date one of the biggest stalks of weed I've ever seen. And we just sat, and he had a joint. It was like, it looked like a drumstick that was on fire at one end. And we sat in that limo and got just wasted as the audience walked out. And we just waved. It looked like one of your movies, because there was literally just smoke just building.
Isn't it funny? My wife still gets on me.
Do you think she'd pick her battles?
I'm 75 years old, man. I still sneak.
Yeah.
Hey, big treat. Funny man right here, Chris Porter. Give it up. Chris Porter.
Good evening, good evening. I'm dating again, I hate it. I don't do Vegas. I don't do dance clubs. For obvious reasons. This is not my money maker. I got to impress them with my witticisms. I don't have a dance club look. I can't walk to some dark club and just be like, you, let's go, right? The only girls following me are looking at her friends like, ladies, come on, we're going to a chocolate factory. It's gonna be free. Yeah, laugh it up. It's hilarious. This is what it does. This is what it does. I didn't go to a salon and say fucking Wonka me, all right? You think I'm at the hotel waiting for curlers to set? No, I get out of the shower and this is what it fucking does. Yeah, and it's not gonna do this for long either. Found out about that the other day. That's happening. Look at it just staring at you. Just a giant countdown to awful. Dance clubs are sketchy anyway. You don't even know what you're going home with till it's too late. Right? It's so dark in there. You walk out at 2 in the morning, the street lights hit her. You're like, so babe, Jesus Christ, holy shit. Holy shit. No, it's not you, I swear, no. I just broke my leg. I apologize. I have a calcium deficiency. I think I snapped my femur coming through the doorway. I'm gonna hobble to the hospital. You should go home. I think we need to put our cell phones down and start living life again. I'm tired of hanging out with people who are on their phones texting people who didn't just drive to see them. They're not a status symbol anymore. I saw a homeless guy with a cell phone yesterday. That's where they're at now. You can get them off your fucking belt. Why do you need your cell phone on your belt? Are you and another douchebag gonna have some kind of duel? And Facebook's making us boring. I know it's fun to keep up with each other, but now when we actually physically see each other, we got dick to say because we posted every fucking thought or activity. You got your friends that post everything like someone gives a shit? Let me tell you something, if your life was that goddamn interesting, you wouldn't have time to Facebook about it every 5 fucking minutes. I got friends I haven't seen in a year and a half still annoying the shit out of me. I just put my kids to bed and now I'm cleaning the refrigerator. Are you shitting me? Would you bring that up in a conversation that you clean? I would punch you in the fucking face. Let me tell you something. I asked you what you did last night, and the extent of your activity was cleaning the refrigerator. Your proper response is fucking nothing. I didn't do shit last night. Cause you start telling me a fucking refrigerator cleaning story, that shit better go somewhere. Like, oh, and then I found a brick of weed I didn't know I had, or something. I'm part of a generation I don't understand. Which I think is fairly obvious if you take 2 seconds and fucking look at me. I don't look like someone my age. I look like I walked out of an Allman Brothers photo. Which I like. I like how I look. I bought this shit. I think a lot of you fuckers look weird. All my friends are getting tattoos and piercings, which is fine. Get a tattoo. Get 9 tattoos. I just don't think you need a sleeve of tattoos. I hate to be the one to break this shit to you, but you're gonna grow old. And that shit ain't gonna look right. No. Yeah, you're gonna be Grandpa Dark Arms. And all the grandkids are gonna have questions, like, what the fuck's wrong with your arms, Grandpa? And they're gonna say what the fuck to you, because that's the kind of family you'll run, because you have tattoo arms. And you'll have to explain yourself to an 8-year-old. Well, buddy, this used to be a serpent. Then my liver spots came in, so now I just tell people it's a run-over cheetah. This is my tribal tattoo. Grandpa, what tribe are you in? I'm in the tribe of guys who had $150 in the mid-90s. We are a massive tribe. We almost conquered every gym in America. And pierce it up. Get all the piercings you want, because that shit'll grow back when you're tired of being mad at whoever you're mad at. It's the gauging of the ears I don't get. If you don't know what gauging is, that's where they stick the discs in their earlobes to make the holes in their earlobes bigger and bigger and bigger till it's a giant fuck you to a job with benefits. Fuck you, retirement. I'm gonna work at this sub shop till I die. You're lucky you don't hang out with my friends with those big ass holes in your ears. Probably wake up with 2 dicks in your face. Look at him, he's a stormtrooper. Look at him. Look, I'm fucking your ear, Dave. I'm fucking your ear. Do you feel like a rebel now? You guys have been a lot of fun, man. I appreciate it. Peace and love.
I grew up in D.C. I didn't really see any white people until I was about 5 or 6 years old. It was a buddy of mine that I played basketball with. First time I'd seen a black dude with a bone. Right? I just associated that with like crack. I was like, no.
Glass pipe.
Okay, we played Madden and we got high and forgot that we had the Jodeci album just came out. We listened to Forever My Lady for 3 hours straight before we realized that it was on repeat. Oh, this song has been playing for a long time. 3 games into Madden and we focused and it was like, this song is still playing. And that was my first music and in like pop, that was like all in together. I was like, wow, so now I see what this does. Oh.
You can't undo that experience.
No, that's it. That's in there. Ontario Improv, I'll go out there and I'm on the show with you out there. The whole night has gone by. You haven't smoked anything. And I'm just sitting in the back of my mind like, I have to smoke with you because we're, this is what it is. It's Cheech Chong, I gotta smoke with you. So I'm thinking you don't have any weed. and you just undoing your necklace. You're sitting there putting this goddamn thing together while I'm sitting here talking to you, and I'm smelling weed, and I don't see it nowhere. And then you pull a little lighter out, and you light this little fucking bone or whatever the hell this was. This is it. You know? I didn't know that it was happening. You know what I mean? I'm about to leave. I'm disappointed. And then you pass this little fucking bone over, and I'm like, there we get it. Light the thing. Circle done.
These are nada pipes.
Nada pipes.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take them apart, and you're not supposed to put it here and light it and smoke it there because they're nada pipes.
It's not one. So technically,
And that's not a resin.
And that's not a resin. And the cop said, and I'm not a cop.
Yeah. And I'm not taking you to jail. This is not jail.
That's a good story.
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Phillips. Yeah. What's happening, San Bernardino? Damn right. This is one of my favorite cities. I know this is for television, but this absolutely is one of my favorite cities. And I want to give a shout out before I get started to the San Bernardino Police Department for following me around today while I was at the mall. Apparently they just wanted me to be safe. Every time I turned the corner, they were sitting there right there looking at me. 5532. I know this is the 420 show, and we're supposed to be talking about weed, and that is no problem with me whatsoever. I feel like if you live in California and you do not smoke weed, you're not using your state properly. The only problem is it's almost legal to smoke out here, but it's not quite. You know what I mean? So it's like a little teeter-totter area right now, especially with the police department. And that's probably why I'm a little bit paranoid of them sometimes, you know? I always think they want something. Like when the guy was following me around today, the weed kicked in. It was like, hey, you know what? It's not illegal to be high. It's illegal to get high. Run. You know what I mean? My record's clean. I tried it. I hauled the ass out of there. And he was like, freeze! And I stopped. And he was like, where you going? That way. I said, I ain't... Are you high? Mm-hmm. You got any weed on you? Mm-mm. Stop smiling at me, goddammit! Look at the white people in the room. That doesn't happen. To you. That's the whole point of this joke. That it doesn't happen to you. I used to want to be an athlete, ladies and gentlemen. That's when I was growing up, and I thought I could still make it. Not that I'm not athletic still to this day. It's just that I realized that I am not going to make it doing that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a beast at the YMCA, but that is about it, you know? I was pretty good at track, but, you know, I figured there's no real big payoff to track. I only really watched one event in the whole Olympics. One event. I watched the world's fastest man race. Anybody like that? I don't watch it, though, to see who comes in first. I watch it to see who comes in last, because to me, that is fucking hilarious. You understand what I'm saying? Last. That will make you the worst person in the world at your job today in front of everybody in the world. Some of y'all still don't see nothing wrong with this. Look, anybody right now that you can look at right in the face right this minute can come in last place in the Olympics today. But the person who actually does was trying. He got up every day at 5 a.m., had a protein shake, some creatine, ran his dumb ass around the neighborhood with a flag on his back, ain't had sex in 10 months, shaved off all his pubic hair so he could fit into his speed suit, flew all the way to Italy just so he could see asses and elbows for 15.3 seconds. You are a goddamn failure, sir. Because I don't know if y'all understand just how deep that is. This is the Olympics. That would make this dude the fastest person in that part of the world that he came from. He ain't never lost. He don't know what it feels like to lose a race. He is 39-0 in this little bullshit country that he came from. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if y'all know athletes, but athletes are cocky people. Really cocky people. So that means that he thinks he's going to goddamn win. He's mad at everybody else for not knowing who he is because he's a superstar in his little bullshit country. He's like, okay, nobody's going to talk to me or nothing, huh? Okay. All right, y'all watch what happened. Here we go. All right. He warming himself up. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Now, if anybody's run track before, you know I'm telling the truth. When you sprint, you keep your head down for like 70% of the race. And you lift your head up slowly towards the end. It helps you with your balance when you're running through the tape. That means that the person that is in last place does not even know that he is in last place. He is still running with the full confidence that he is about to be 38-0. You understand what I'm saying? And the look on his face when he finds out is worth tuning in to the Olympics. It's a lovely sight. He's like, yeah, we about to get it in. Here we go. Runners, to your mark. Oh, shit. Here we go. Get set. Bah! Ain't nobody waiting on this dude with no towel, no water. That is the beginning of the rest of his life. You don't understand that, do you? He got to go back home. Ain't nobody proud of this dude. Nobody. Not even his mom. She got to go back to work Monday and explain this shit. What happened to Bob this weekend? Fuck you, you know what happened. My baby tried. Ain't no parade when you get off the plane. Ain't none of this goofy shit. Don't nobody give a damn that you coming back. You got to give your Adidas bag back before you get on the plane. You got to go back and join the community. Yep. You got to get a regular job because you ain't got no experience doing nothing else. You about to be the fastest dude working at Target. And they're trying to overachieve. Excuse me, sir. Sir? Yeah. Do you have any more batteries? Like, yes, I do. They're in the back. Be right back. Yeah. That was pretty fast, wasn't it? Like, yeah, it was, but never mind. This little Jamaican dude already brought it for me. I appreciate that, though. Hey, y'all, I'm Jay Phillips. I'll holler at you next time. I'm love.
I was doing the first time I toured Australia, I went to all these towns and I got to the final town, which was Adelaide. They had me doing 4 nights. So the first night I did the show and it was good. The second night I did the show, the same audience was there from the night before. So I did, you know, like a whole nother like hour-long show for them with different material. Third night, same people, and I'm like, I'm out. So I remember this dude has pot cookies, and I said, I'm out of material. I need that cookie. Hopefully that's gonna give me a show. And he goes, don't you dare tell them I gave this to you. So I eat it, and he eats it with me, and the two of us start giggling so loud. We're in the audience watching the show that they had to tell us to be quiet. Wow. So when I go on stage, I ended up doing about 2.5 hours on stage. Wow. And just didn't stop and just went. And after the show, I went up to the promoter and I said, that went pretty well, right? He goes, yeah. You talked about the Mach 3 razor for about an hour. And I said, but it was funny, right? He goes, we don't have the Mach 3 razor.
Our next act is a big favorite in Australia. Give it up to a man who's been down under. Eddie Ifft!
Thank you so much. Keep it going for me, everybody. Come on, let's hear it for me. Yeah. I'm insecure. I like the clapping. Come on, let's hear it for me. Last comic of the night. I love it. I love when people clap for me. That's pretty much why I became a comedian, because I get to come to work every day and people clap for me, and that's the best part of being a comedian, when people clap for me. This is the worst part, when you're sitting and staring at me like, you better get funny quick, fucker. That's the hard part. That's why I drink a lot. I drink a tremendous amount of alcohol. It makes this much easier when people just stare at you. You just drink, and then they stare, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. And that's what I do. And I drink, but I quit drinking for a while. And I don't know if you've ever done this. Don't do it. If you ever get the chance to quit drinking, don't do it. Because when you quit, everybody wants to know why you quit. Nobody ever wanted to know why I drank. As soon as I quit, they all assumed I had a problem. And I didn't have a problem, I just quit. And I got sick of their questions, so I came up with an answer. Nobody would ever ask a question ever again. They're like, hey, why'd you quit drinking? I'm like, oh, I used to get hammered and fuck kids. You need a babysitter, I'm available anytime. Just lock up the liquor cabinet or shit gets crazy. I quit smoking weed, too. I'm sorry to say that to you people. Yeah, I quit. Now, relax. I only eat it now. And because I ate a pot brownie. I ate a pot brownie that opened doors that haven't closed. I don't know. Yeah, because when you smoke weed, you know exactly how high you get. You take a hit, you're like, oh, that's good. I'm feeling good. I can do another. Oh, that's good. And then you're like, I'm gonna have one more. I'm gonna have one more. Oh, perfect, I can watch the movie. When you eat it, and then you're like, an hour later, you're like, I don't feel shit. Give me another. And everyone's like, no, you don't want to do that. You're like, yeah, I don't feel shit. And they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, no, I don't feel anything. Give me that fucking pot cookie right now. And then you eat it, and the next thing you know, you're standing on the top of a van naked, surfing down the street like Teen Wolf, questioning the origins of the universe and looking down at your scrotum going, why does it look like a snail? I don't understand. I don't understand. And why am I naked on top of a van? Marijuana, safe, yeah. You know what's not safe? Every drug that's advertised on TV. Lunesta. Have you seen the commercial? It's a sleep aid. Yeah, the commercial's 30 seconds long. And the first 5 seconds, they tell you what Lunesta will do. It helps you sleep. And then the other 25 seconds, they tell you the side effects, which start out easy. They're like, yeah, dizziness, headache, dry mouth. And then it starts getting hardcore. They start talking about shit like anxiety, amnesia, hallucinations, and then they keep going. They're like, in men, you might grow breasts and lactate. What did you just say? Did you just say I might grow titties and they're gonna be able to nourish a child? I'm gonna be able to squirt milk out of my breast? That's not a side effect. You're making me into a fucking freak show. This is approved by the government? I'm allowed to, I have friends that have done crystal meth. They've just lost teeth. That's it. They're like, oh yeah, it's fucking weird, man. You get all twitchy and then your fucking teeth fall out. No, but you didn't squirt milk out of your tit, did you? No, fuck that. And the final side effect, in some cases, death. Death is not a side effect. Death is the final fucking result. That is the end result. That should be the commercial. We'll help you sleep so well, you might sleep forever. And look, I'm all for smoking weed. I think it's like the fucking, yeah, but when you smoke too much and you go fucking crazy, I live in Venice Beach. And and we've got people, if you've been, don't clap for it, it's fucking terrible. It's awful. Yeah, there's so many homeless people in Venice, and they're not like the good homeless that lost their job, that lost their house, that have been down on their luck, that just had bad luck. These are like the people that followed the Grateful Dead in high school and are still following them. And they followed them all the way to my backyard, where they've set up a teepee and take dumps on my lawn. Yeah, these aren't the good homeless, no. The homeless, the other day I had to call 911 because 2 homeless women were fighting. One woman punched a woman in the face, threw her down a flight of steps, then she was kicking her in the stomach. And I called 911 because they woke me up. And the dispatcher goes, what's your emergency? And I go, I'm not sure if this is an emergency. She goes, well, what's going on? I go, well, one woman punched a woman in the face, she threw her down a flight of steps, now she's kicking her in the stomach. And she goes, and why isn't this an emergency? And I go, 'cause they're homeless. And the dispatcher goes, did you just fucking say that? And I realized how badly it sounded, and I made it worse. I go, for you and I, it's an emergency. For them, it's like a Tuesday. They're homeless. They've got a high threshold for pain. I'm telling you, like people call them lazy. I'm like, they're the hardest working people I've ever seen. Yeah, this girl was telling me, she's like, she always has to use the Purell. She's like, I use Purell constantly because I don't like bacteria. I don't want to take the chance of getting sick. And I'm like, what's the big deal? She's like, you know, there's germs everywhere and I could get sick and I'll miss a day of work. I got a woman I call Cheliner that lives in the dumpster behind my house. And I call her Cheliner because she wears a floodlight on her head while she dives through dumpsters all night long looking for cans and bottles. This woman hasn't missed one day of work in 5 fucking years. I don't think she's using Purell unless she's bathing in it and swimming in it on a regular basis. You're gonna miss a day of work. This woman has the immune system of a cockroach. There's gonna be a nuclear holocaust. You're all gonna be dead. Cheliner's gonna be swimming in your swimming pools and fucking taking jacuzzis and eating all your food because she's gonna be alive because she's got that immune system. I'll leave you with one story and then I gotta get out of here. It's a true story. Yeah, I was having sex with a girl for this joke. And yeah, and immediately afterwards she cried like they all do. If you choke them well enough. And, yeah, choking's the new anal. You gotta get into it. And, so this girl, after sex, she cries, and that's not good. That's not good after sex when a girl cries. And then she goes, I have something to tell you. That's never good. That's never followed by something like, I have the best score on Angry Birds ever. She goes, I have something to tell you. I'm like, well, you better fucking tell me. She goes, I have cancer. And I was like, whoo, well, that's not contagious. Holy shit, you scared me. Oh my God, that's a you problem, not a we problem. Don't ever do that shit again. You almost gave me a heart attack, you selfish bitch. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. You've been wonderful.
Twist up a fat one, fuck up my head to get baked.
You guys have a good time tonight?
Totally baked.
Thank you. Tommy Chong, 420.
Sometimes it's brown.